I just came from Canadian Tire, and you want to take a guess of what I bought, and it's so obvious. I hope you guys can hear me behind the mask, but I bought myself a respiratory mask. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, the reason why I'm buying myself a respiratory mask, because I keep falling unconscious so heavily that I can't even explain myself on why, and I believe it's really unusual. And second, right, there's some kind of unusual gas that I'm also inhaling that's making my bladder numb to the point where I'll just like urinate and I'm not able to flex or whatsoever. So like, yeah, those are the two cases on why I'm finally or nearly at the last minute buying myself a mask. And it's very, yeah, it's actually masculine like, but yet the color pink gives it a little femininity into it. I like it. I like it a lot. And it's not even that hard to breathe. Hey guys, it's me, Shanteyy. I'm actually here by the mall. If you can hear me.
Oh my god, that is so crazy, guys. Listen, I just came from Canadian Tire and I bought myself one of these, and so let me tell you, this mask is like supposedly should like prevent me from like knocking out or passing out and whatever. If it works, that means it's a bonus. Because the way I would pass out, right, like just drop asleep, I'm like, it's really not, I'm like, it's not me, it's really not me. It's like, I really believe that I might have been like inhaling something or whatever, because like one moment I'm just completely not tired, and then all of a sudden I just want to sleep like in the middle of nowhere, which is very bizarre. But yeah, so you guys would see me with this mask starting from today. And so for those out there or whomever, right, like if you were to be experiencing like brain fog, speech impediment, dizziness, like try to put on a mask for, I'd say, 72 hours. Put on a mask for 72 hours and see what's going to give you, right? Go to places where you did lost unconscious multiple times and see what's going to happen if you have on your mask. So that's my case scenario, right? I'm actually eating some Chinese food, some barbecue pork, oh yeah, some fried rice, some broccoli, So this is what I will be eating for the whole day. Probably. I mean, I drank a Red Bull, and that was like the first meal or first consumption I had today. So I drank a Red Bull, a peach flavor, and now this would be my second consumption. Who said I couldn't eat food with chopsticks? Those who don't know, make sure you practice. Of course, I cannot forget my vitamin A. You know what I've noticed ever since I came here? I have nothing against these Latinos, but for some reason, they're coming in strong. I don't know, like their body language, and you know, it kind of gives me kind of a bad vibe. I don't know why, but it gives me bad vibes. But how can I say, what's the actual sentence in Spanish? Poquito hablas español. Poquito hablas español. I don't know that much Spanish. I know a lot of Spanish words, but it's hard for me to put them in sentences. But one day, I'll definitely catch up to Spanish. I've always loved broccoli. I think broccoli has vitamin E in it. I can't remember what the benefits are for vitamin E. I know like vitamin A is like, you know, it improves your eyesight. Vitamin C, what does it do? Vitamin C is from oranges, right? So vitamin C, it gives you, I don't know. I don't know, I can't remember. Oh, one more thing. Today I'm actually working on my tent finally. It took me a while. I think it took me since the day of my birthday, right? Because I bought my tent on the same day of my birthday. And today is what, the 6th or the 7th of October? So it's been about, I'd say, a week and a half. What time is it? You know, when I was watching Speak No Evil, right? The main character, or he might be the movie director as well. I don't know, I can't remember. Well, not that I don't remember, I just haven't looked through it. But he's also one of my favorite actors. But the thing is, the movie was 2 hours long, and I think I might have watched about 20 to 30 minutes of it. Ask me why. Ask me why. I don't know. I actually filed a complaint of some sort of suspicious activity going on in the theater. Because for me to pass out, just pass out, and I bet it felt as if I passed out with my eyes open. I'm like, oh my gosh, like what happened? I walked out as nothing never happened. But the thing is, I saw a dent. No, I'm not too sure it was the same day that I saw a dent in my foot. I think it might have been the first day I went to the airport, right? And that day I did an overnighter. So yeah, so basically, okay, I was like in the bathroom and I was doing something, I can't remember. And the next thing you know, like I was sitting down in a Indian position, right, where your legs are crossed and whatever. And then I try to stretch out my legs, my left leg. Next thing you know, I realized that my foot was stuck. It was actually aiming the right side, and it was stuck that way. And I said, oh my gosh. And I saw a dent in my ankle. I was like, oh my gosh, what the hell is that? What's going on? I got so scared. I should be grocery shopping. I wonder how much money I have left, because your girl is broke. My nose have been running. I've been very runny for the past 2 days. You guys want to take a guess where I am? Based on my before last video. I'm guessing, let me just give you a hint. No, I'm not in Toronto. I'm not in Toronto. What time is it? Oh, it's 4, nearly 5 o'clock. Your girl needs to go to the movies. And you know what else? You know what else? She needs to work on her tent. but have to sacrifice all this kind of nonsense, like buying food by restaurants, going to the movies. Your girl needs to buy herself some jeans, right? By Levis. I think in English is Levis, in French is Levis, meaning the life. Yeah, so I'm guessing I'll just be working on my tent today. Oh my gosh, I'm not finished. I'm basically like patching the mesh, right? So I'm gonna just show you a clip like right here of my tent that I filmed for maybe like a good 25 seconds. But you'll see that like within the tent, you'll see like it's covered, like there's like mesh coverage. Like, yeah, of course I have like another layer that needs to go over it, you know, for water protection, heat protection. Not too hot. I mean, the tent is not it's not made to be in the sun for too long. I mean, the tent is made to be like, I'd say under a bunch of trees, like under shadows and whatever. And it's actually 3 seasons, not 4. So that's excluded winter. That being said, is spring, summer, and autumn. Yeah, so the tent can fit only 2 people, but based on the look of it, it's more likely one adult that can fit in there. And my goal with the tent that I'm trying to customize, right, is to double the tent, right? So if I were to camp anywhere, I would double the tent. I actually have a kids size tent. Yeah, kids size tent that's somewhere in my bag, but I'm still gonna use that to kind of double the whole experience, the whole tent or shelter and whatever. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you a little clip of me working on my tent. It might take some time, but it is what it is.
Can you see me? I need some light. This is how I look like. Let me put on my hoodie. This is how I look like.
I'm a lady, I'm not a man. MC is my ambition. I come feel nice up Jamaican. So bam bam, say what a bam bam, bam bam bilang, bam bam, bam bam bilang, bam bam. Hey, tell me say one thing Nancy can't understand. One thing Nancy can't understand. I think all a bam bam. People go to all Jamaican, with a different style, different fashion. You know? Tell me say one thing Nancy can't understand. One thing Nancy can't understand. What make them a talk about me ambition? Say what make them a talk about me ambition? Come and say some of them a ask me where me get it from.
I just want to show my receipt.
Okay, so now I'm gonna show you my receipt. So the respiratory quick latch, that's what it's called. This right here. So let me tell you, this cost me $74, right? $74.99. And of course I bought myself a Red Bull. But yeah. Your girl just bought this the other day. And yeah, there's no way for me to actually exchange it or get a refund, because with the 2 luggages that I have, like, it's impossible for me to actually have those 2 privileges. Not even those 2 privileges, actually 3 privileges, which is 90-day warranty, which includes the exchange or return if the package isn't open. That's what they said. If the package isn't open, you can do an exchange or return. My total came up to $82.51. That's what I got. I might just add it into my tent. Where's my tent bag? But yeah, that's what it is. I looked at my lips the other day and all here was so pigmented. It was like, God damn. God damn.
This is a call from the ancestors.
In a terrible storm, it's an ancient island. Setting foot on its sands would break the curse, bring our people together again.
I know what I have to do. Moe, I could really use your help.
Can I get a key home?
Hey guys. It's actually me, Shanteyy.
I'm not too sure if you guys can hear me, but I'm still by the movies and so on. Unfortunately, I had to call the police and so on regarding my concern of passing out and whatever. So basically, my mission was basically to see like what's the deal with this mask, right? Like how strong it is and so on. Because I did compare this mask with a different one that's really similar to the one that I currently have. But it turns out the one that I have has a lot more traits, like beneficial traits, than the previous one. So of course, I went with this one, even though it was a lot more expensive. But some people say the more expensive it is, the better the quality. And so basically what went down is that I might have consumed, well, I did consume something that might have been inserted into like their candy bags. So of course, like I said, like this is a small world and people know what I've been munching on and so on. And I did mention regarding my just me munching on banana and how there's like, a lot of potassium, and how I came across this TLC show with this girl who's anorexic and so on. So it's just like a reminder of that. So basically the reason why I said that it's a small world, because everywhere I go and I always wound up buying the same thing, right? So of course, I don't know, obviously someone might have interacted with whomever, and so I took O. Henry, right? I told you guys before that I like O. Henry, and I did showed the kind of candy that I like on YouTube as well. And so basically I took the Old Henry, I took the Sour Patch candy as well. I think they were both around like 115 milligrams each. And and for some reason when we buy alcohol, they have to open the bottles or open the cans themselves. They said that it's a part of the management and yada yada yada. I told myself, oh yeah, like that's weird because like everything is sealed and blah blah blah. And I told them that if we were to buy liquor on your territory, immediately it's proof that we're consuming alcohol on your territory. Because that being said, if we are eligible to buy alcohol, and it's an automatic answer to say that like we're just about to consume alcohol on your territory, right? And so that's basically it. He opened the can and so on, and I thought it was suspicious. And so he thought it was suspicious and so on. No, I thought it was suspicious and so on because I've never had anyone like open the can for me instead of me doing it myself. Like it makes more sense that way. And on top of that, so basically like I called the police, and the police told me that in that case scenario of you passing out and might have been poisoned or some sort of malconsumption, it's not necessarily a police matter. And I said, okay, so basically what should I do from here? Because like what if I did consume something and it's out of my control, and it's obviously like someone within the industry that have set up something that's not supposed to be set up. And they told me basically that I just have to go to Alberta Health, like into the center, like a walk-in center, and try to figure out like what is what, and bring the food that I consumed along with me, so that way they can do a proper like scientific investigation to see like what might have been like sprayed or injected in the food that made me pass out and so on. And regarding my my respiratory mask, it's like expired back in July 2024, and I just bought it today. So and and there was some kind of liquid that was coming out of the nozzle area of the mask, but at the same time many of you might say that it's something normal, but I just kind of doubt that it could have been some kind of illegal substance, because my eyes were very very dry. During that time I wasn't too sure what the liquid was, but after a while, or after examining the respiratory mask, I realized that it was just the evaporation of my inhalation, my inhaling and exhaling during a certain amount of time of wearing the mask. like I had like trouble holding in my urine. That being said, like my bladder, like I wasn't able to flex my bladder to hold in my urine and blah blah blah, which I thought was very weird. So I told myself that I was definitely inhaling something, even if I had on my mask. But yeah, like I don't know these people, and I believe that these people are kind of like doing this on purpose, and they're trying to make it seem that I don't know, like they have the right of way to actually do such a thing, regardless of what the case scenario might be. But yeah, I'm like one in so many, so there's not just me who might be in this case scenario, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of weird that someone would like come run after me, and I'm like, are you sure that it's just me who might be making a certain approach that might offend you in a way, or you know, are you gonna face others, or blah blah blah. But hey, that's what it is. Anyways, ciao.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys can hear me, but later on that night I went to like the nearest hotel. The reason why is because my phone was dead and I missed the bus. I missed the last bus that was supposed to go to the airport, the Calgary airport, right? And so basically, okay, like there was like an Indian receptionist that was working by the Residence Inn Marriott Hotel, and let me tell you how suspicious it was, because it was basically $500 at most, right? No, at least $500 per room for one night, and that's fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy for only one night. And all the reservations or all the available rooms that was online, and especially in person, it was over $500. And I said, this is ridiculous, because I used to work at Marriott Hotel, and it's not written the exact name of the hotel, but like Marriott is actually a company, and there's multiple hotels that's under the same branch. So basically, you know, if you were to reserve a room, right, like all of the reservation is under the same branch, like under the same company branch. So for it to be like over $500 per room, I'm saying, okay, yo, this is ridiculous. Like $500? Are you kidding me? And that's next thing you know, right? Next thing you know, she allowed me to charge my phone. I sat down and I charged my phone, and I immediately passed out. I said, okay, what's going on? Like I had my mask on and whatever, but for some reason, the nozzle area, as you can see, I customized in my mask, the nozzle area was still exposed to the outside air. So like I was basically inhaling something, and I immediately passed out. And I think I might have remembered like about 5 times, like the security guard and the receptionist told me to wake up, and I wasn't able to wake up. Like I was looking at them, but I wasn't able to wake up, and I was telling myself, okay, so what's going on? And then like from time, the security guard woke me up again, and I said, oh my gosh, like how many times did you try to wake me up? And he's like, oh, about 3 times. And I said, wow, that's crazy, I don't know what's going on. And then he's like, okay, I suggest you to leave because you're sleeping here. And I said, okay, it's my mistake. I came in to actually charge my phone and to book a reservation. I wasn't expecting to sleep here anyways. So I went outside and I was waiting a bit, and yeah, I went back inside to ask the receptionist if I can wait like maybe a good hour or so for the first city bus that's going to the airport. And then she allowed me to stay, and next thing you know, I knocked out again. And when it was exactly 4:30 a.m., she walked up to me and she said, there you go, you're sleeping again. It's 4:30 and you're supposed to catch your bus. The management is telling us that you're no longer to be here in the hotel. I'm like, what? like, what's going on? And I had my mask the whole time, so I'm like, okay, so what's going on? It's either them who's trying to play around or play some kind of game, or, you know what I mean? Like, I find that was very weird and suspicious on how I'm passing out and whatever. And yeah, so I'm just gonna show you like the hotel that I stayed for a good like 3 hours, right? And after that, I think, yeah, I just went straight to the Canadian, not the Canadian, Calgary airport. Yeah.
Where me get it from? I told them no, it's from creation. I told them no, it's from creation. Bam bam, hey yo, what a bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, hey, what a bam bam, ta what a bam bam. This woman never trouble no one. I'm a lady, I'm not a man. MC is my ambition. I come free nice of Jamaican. So bam bam, ta what a bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam. Hey yo, how me say what a bam bam? Tell them.
Alright, so moments later, while I was in the hotel, I woke up, and then next thing you know, I looked at my hand, and my hand was like burnt, ashy, I don't know. I thought it was unusual because like the dryness was irritating my skin, and my hand was rough, and the patches on my hand, on my fingers, were visible. They're not called patches. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, I'm just gonna show you a clip again. I showed it previously, but I'm gonna show it again so that you guys can see.
In a 3 million. So bam bam, say what a bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, hey. Say go, sister Nancy, make you go. I tell you say go, sister Nancy, make you go. I know it from me head straight down to my toe. I teach her sister Nancy on the go. And some of them a ask her, sister Nancy, make your bad song. Long down the list, sister Nancy, make your bad song. He bam bam, what a bam bam. He bam bam dilang, bam bam. He bam bam dilang, bam bam. What a bam bam. Hey yo, tell me say what a bam bam. This woman, I never trouble no one. I'm a lady, I'm not a man. MC is my ambition. I come feel nice up Jamaican. So bam bam, say what a bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam. Hey, tell me say one thing Nancy can't understand. One thing Nancy. The thing called a bam bam. The was all Jamaican. With a different style, different fashion. You know? Tell me say one thing Nancy can't understand. One thing Nancy can't understand. What make them a talk about me ambition? Say what make them a talk about me ambition?
Alright, so as you can see, I'm giving you guys a 360 only to show the plumpiness of my butt, which is unusual, and I will explain later on. Right now I'm currently removing my ear covering, my turtleneck scarf, my hat, and now I'm going to show you that I am actually wearing an adult diaper under my underclothes, right? Just to show that like for the vagrants out there who have difficult time holding in their urine, especially when it's very late at night, or they're far away from their shelter or community shelter, or there isn't any space in your shelter, well, you can always get yourself some adult diaper by your community center or homeless shelter, or you can either buy some by I'd suggest you to go by Walmart, because Walmart tends to have like great deals and whatever. And right there I am showing you what I'm dumping is my daily dump that I always do. And so regarding my hair and the scarf that I have, some might call it a hijab or just a regular head scarf or headband, but I wouldn't necessarily call this a headband because it is quite long, right? So it's very long for it to be called a headband, but headscarf is preferable. In my case, is preferable because I'm not Muslim, but the head wrap, regarding my tradition, where I'm from in Jamaica, we call it a Rastafarian head wrap.
And some of them are ask a sister not to make your bad sound. Long down the little sister not to make your bad sound. He bam bam, what a bam bam. He bam bam below, bam bam. He bam bam below, bam bam. What a bam bam. Hey, tell me some what.
Right? So that is the case, but what I've noticed, let me just kind of twist this around and put it all around or whatever. Not doing it right, but yeah, I've noticed how pulled back the scarf is, like all the way back, and scarf feels like someone just I don't know, pulled my scarf all the way back, and they're trying to fix the hairpins that's in my hair to hold down the head wrap. And yeah, I recently took videos of my leg being scratched, and I haven't scratched my leg, which is very weird. So I took videos of that. What else? Yeah, I was actually concerned regarding my head wrap yesterday and today. If that is the case scenario, I really believe that someone from Edmonton might have came all the way to where I'm from. I'm actually in Calgary, for those who guessed it. Well, I'm actually in Calgary, I'm not in Toronto, because the picture tower that I took is a resemblance of the tower in Toronto, but I'm not in Toronto, I'm actually in Calgary. And what else? Yeah, I need to get myself a new respiratory mask because someone in the theater changed my mask filter, and they might have removed a filter, like a nostril, do you call it a nostril filter? It's like where you breathe from, and so there's a lot of evaporation from where you're breathing, and you know the water just kind of drips out, right? And I've noticed that right after the film, I've noticed how my mask was just dripping and in water because of the evaporation from my breath. Oh, just give me a second, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so I have the mask here that is actually expired, right? I have it here, and I'm just gonna put it on for you guys to see. Wait, let's just open it. I never knew that there was actually a clip to open it. That way it'd be a lot better, a lot easier for me to put on. So what I do, I just put everything in place. Let me just close this real quick. Put everything in place, right? So everything is in place. And what I do is that I'm gonna remove the filters from my mask. So can you guys hear me breathing through these holes?
Tell me if you can hear me breathing through these holes. So that's how it looks like, right?
That's how it looks like in the center right here, just below. Like you see where there's a hole right here? I'm questioning if there is supposed to have a hole there, but I'm guessing not, because I tell myself that the way that I'm breathing without the filters is the same way that I'm breathing in the center where my mouth and nose is, which is why the whole filter respiratory mask isn't working. Because I just went to a hotel today. I didn't reserve a spot, by the way. Either way, I did check, and it was $500 for one night. $500 for one night by the Marriott Company Hotel. I've worked under the Marriott Company as a housekeeper though, on training, and just in general, like up here in North Canada, like there's no hotel, like not one single hotel that, you know, offers a room for $500 a night. Like, are you crazy? Are you fucking crazy? Like, I really believe that there's some kind of scam or encryption, more likely an encryption. But yeah, it was so weird, very, very weird. I'm gonna definitely show you guys a picture of the hotel that I was at. It was just one hotel. For some reason, like I said, the filter wasn't working, because guess what? I did fell unconscious. The things that I were trying to do on my phone, I was trying to go on my CRA, because I know that I was supposed to receive a payment from my GST, and sometime next week or in 2 weeks, I'm gonna receive a payment from my carbon gas tax, a tax return, something like that. And so I'm trying to keep up to date with that, because I did change verified my void check and so on, to, you know, hope for the better that I'll receive everything directly into my checkings account, instead of, you know, having to get everything mailed by my house that I'm no longer living at. So yeah, that's really the case. As you can see here, I have a few items of clothing that I'm washing by the sink. So that's what I basically do personally if I do not have a washing machine or dryer. And yeah, I just do it by hand. As I told you guys before, I care about my hygiene and so on, and that's also one of the case scenarios I would mention or recommend those Vagrants out there to get yourself a diaper, so, you know, for safety reasons and for hygiene reasons and so on. As you can see here, I'm currently drying my clothes by the hand dryer. That's the best I can do to quickly dry my clothes. Okay, so basically the reason why I'm giving you guys a 360 is because I noticed how plumpier my butt is. My breast. Okay, I'm wearing the same size bra, but my breast is saggy. My muscles aren't as what tighten would be the best word, I don't know. But my breasts are saggy, my butt is saggy, my muscles are disappearing, or they were not as plumped as it used to be, including my arms. And so basically You guys might think that it's kind of weird, but I prefer it that way. The reason why is because it's muscles. Muscles can be built back. And so if something or someone behind the scene might use some sort of injection, first off, I don't know these people. Second off, they could have injected out, anything just in general. And third, well, if there's some sort of fluid in my body where my muscles is, right? I mean, there's some kind of procedure that we're supposed to follow while doing some kind of exercise, and you have to kind of change your regime a little bit. I don't know. Well, I believe so because just in general, it's actually common sense. If you were to be on some kind of medication or some, having surgery or getting Botox, right? There's a certain procedure that you need to follow in order to obtain a particular result, right? So I don't know. I looked at my bum and it looked plumpier. And the thing is that a few months back, I've also noticed how my inner thighs, they were thicker than the usual. There was a time back then when I was actually under my dad's roof. I was losing weight. I was on my it's not a treadmill, but it's more of I think it's called a walking ladder. Not a walking ladder, but something that gives you an illusion that you're walking. And so I would do that for a good 30 minutes to an hour, depending what I'm doing or what I'm watching. And so I would, come to a realization at some point where, I'm actually losing weight. And I'm also losing weight from my inner thighs and so on. I can see the result. But from time when there's all kinds of suspicious activity that I've been trying to gather or not able to kind of use to back myself up, and my dad saying that if you were to call the police, yada yada yada, I'll put you on the street, blah blah blah. I just knew that there was something suspicious going on. People coming in and out of my room without my consent, even if I had a lock on my door, which is very weird. And I came to a realization that my inner thighs was a lot thicker and, just a lot thicker than the usual. And now I realize that my inner thighs is not as thick as it used to be. It looks as if someone might have used some kind of injection in my inner thighs. Some kind of injection where it plumps up an area of your body, and then it just slowly degrades from time, and it just gives you that result of sagginess, right? And so that is the kind of results that I have. I always use some kind of tights to kind of hold everything together, but at the same time, a weird answer to give to myself is that I prefer things to be such a way because I know that regarding my muscles, it can be built back. And on top of that, like I said, I am naturally a healthy eater, and I used to be an athlete myself. I used to do track and field, I did judo, I did mixed martial arts, I did gymnastics, however, was my favorite sport. told you.
마스크하고 옷이라는 싸이.
뭐야? 뭐야?
죄송합니다. 나가주셔야 될 것 같습니다. 죄송합니다. 죄송합니다.
야, 이씨.
죄송합니다.
아이씨. 아이씨.
죄송합니다.
짜증나, 이씨.
죄송합니다.
죄송해.
I want to break promises. I don't want to hurt you, but I need to breathe.
I did gymnastics. Gymnastics, however, was my favorite sport. Is actually something that I choose to do instead of doing cadets back then, because I was more passionate in something a lot more feminine, which is gymnastics, rhythmic gymnastics, where you show off more of your flexibility rather than your technique in flipping on bars and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's the case scenario. Like, I just looked today in the mirror and it looked as if my behind is a lot plumpier than the usual. Morning, Grant Rising. So I'm here at Canadian Tire, at the same Canadian Tire that I've been to yesterday to buy my mask, right? And yeah, it's a nice area. It's a nice area. So I'm gonna try it on. I'm gonna evaluate it, take notes of it as well, or maybe just memorize it would be a lot preferable, because listen, I believe that certain people might be fiddling in my bag and whatever. They might try to change like certain codes, and some of them I believe have the same handwriting like myself. So like sometime I would write like I'll come across a context that I've wrote like a few months back, and I'm like, hold up, was it really me who wrote that? I'm like, I sound dumb, I sound crooked. It's like someone inputted words that's not supposed to be there. It sounded as if I didn't know my verb tense. I'm gonna open this real quick, and I'm gonna immediately put it on. Yeah. There's a lot of flies. Oh my god. Okay, so this is me opening the package. It came in the bag. The filter comes in a paper sealed bag, kind of like popcorn, and gonna see what's inside. If I don't have the box, of course, I shot away the box from yesterday, but I kept the bag. Oh shoot, I should have gave like the information on us. Fine. What am I gonna do? Here is just throw away these. You know what? I'm just gonna walk back in and give it to him. If something was removed, I don't know. I hope not, because like I said here, right, there's nothing inside here. And so basically, if I were to breathe from my nostrils and my mouth, I'm immediately breathing the exposed air, right? So let me just remove this to see if I can. Yeah, there you go. So there you go, I removed this part. And as you can see, is that there's like a little entry where I breathe from, right? And there's nothing covering it. There's nothing, oh my gosh, these flies. There's nothing covering it or whatsoever. So I'm like basically breathing the exposed air, which it doesn't fully make sense, right? So I'm gonna walk back in and ask a few questions regarding the mask itself. Hi, okay, so as you can see, I'm still by the Canadian Tire. I walked in, I went to customer service, and it turned out that I was almost right. Okay, so basically the expiration date, like when he flipped the box, I noticed a coding on the box, and I said, wait a minute, this is actually the expiration date. It says used by July 2029. So I said, okay, so that makes more sense, right? And so that being said, in 2029, hold on. I'm wondering if it's the filter itself. I'm wondering if it's the filter itself that's gonna expire, because there is no way that the filter would last 5 years. Come on, there's no way that the filter's gonna last 5 years. But maybe it's the mask itself. I don't know. But who knows? They said that I'm always free to make some kind of exchange, or just to buy new filters whenever these ones are no longer good.
All right.
So there's a movie starting at 11:55 a.m. and that's called Speak No Evil. So the first time I didn't get the chance to basically watch the movie and to grasp a good understanding on how the guy was able to have such a huge influence on his guests. I believe that the trailer was just a bit to the extreme, but it turned out that It wasn't that much of an extreme compared to the trailer. I'm actually gonna speak about the movie like in order and very professional, so that way you guys can get a better understanding of who's the character, who's the mother, you know what I mean, like who's the mother, who's the father, who is specifically that person who has such a strong influence, and so on. And yeah, that's just it. I'm actually gonna buy some food before going. I have exactly 2 hours, so I'm gonna buy myself some canned food. And let me tell you guys seen what I've been eating, and those canned foods are the bomb. There's actually a Walmart not so far away from here. I'm gonna go there right now. Okay, so I'm currently by the mall, and like I said, I'm gonna go by the cinema that's within the mall again, and I'm going to watch Speak No Evil to test this out, just to see if it's gonna work or not. I don't know, I'm debating, but I bought some food by the grocery store. I bought some triscuit seasoned with dill, sea salt, and olive oil. I got myself some zaskiki, if I'm saying it right. It's actually Greek yogurt. It's called zaskiki, if I'm saying it right. It's so hard to pronounce. This is what it is. It's Tzatzi, Greek yogurt. I got myself some snacks, right? From Black Diamond. I actually wanted the one with the cashew, not the almonds. But either way, I mean, almonds are good when it's sea salted, roasted as well, with cranberry cherry sauce and with cheese. I got myself a canned drink. I got myself a canned slice pineapple. And I got myself a high protein Greek yogurt. I got all of this by Walmart. And it came up to $16 for all of this. So I have exactly 25 minutes before the movie will start. So I'll start off with my biscuit, my biscuit. I'm gonna take some of my Greek yogurt, the taziski, or so hard to pronounce, I'm so sorry. Of course, I'll be eating some of the Black Diamond combo with roasted salted, sea salted almonds with cranberry covered with cherry juice and cheese. Diced cheese on the side. Of course, I got my yogurts. I'm gonna eat my my pineapple later. And I got my juice. Oh, maybe I should drink this later, huh? Oh, yeah. Put this for later. So I have exactly like about 20 minutes before the movie starts. And the movie theater is within the mall. So no rush. Well, maybe rush a little bit because, you know, the earlier the better. So now let's dive in with my tzatziki. Who knows what I'm thinking right now? Who knows what I'm thinking? Some shawarma?
I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. Wow. 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 One bite. I see heaven, I fly. Like this. You see this mess? That's an amazing mess. The chicken is delicious. It's fresh. Spice to perfection. The dip is man complements the tune so well. It's just all, it's a combination that makes your heart almost want to stop beating. Habibi, honestly, this might be the best shawarma in Toronto. If you're in Toronto, you have to come. Look. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
That's what I'm thinking about right now. And shish taouk. With some good, some pickles. Some pickles. Their pickles are different for some reason. This is the flavor that's giving Mediterranean food.
Okay, so I should be good from here.
I said that should be good from here, but let's see what's going to happen. Like, everything I ate is sealed, but however, I'm still doubting like the plastic coverage as to seal like the cheese, the almond and cranberry, and on top of the Greek sauce as well. So maybe I should minimize those as well and just stay put with canned food. Okay, so off we go to the cinema. Hey guys, so yeah, I went to watch Speak No Evil, right? I went to watch Speak No Evil by the Cineplex in the mall, within the mall, and that's about 2 hours ago the film have ended. And you guys want to take a guess? I lost unconscious from the beginning to the end for a good 2 hours straight. For a good 2 hours straight, throughout the whole film, I knocked out with my mask on. Like, my mask was tight, was so tight on my face, and for some reason, I'm still inhaling some kind of infusion. I don't know what the hell it is. It's so weird. I bought it at Canadian Tire. To be honest, the first time I bought it, like, things seemed to be okay until I consumed something at the Cineplex, and I just immediately had like a brain fog and I lost unconscious. And like I said, it was during the time I was watching Speak No Evil for the first time, and plus it was my first time being by that Cineplex. I said, Grant Rising, good morning. So today is the other day of the whole disaster by the Cineplex. Look at me saying disaster, like what disaster, but just the whole suspicious idea of not getting time to watch the whole film. So yeah, it still puts me in the mood. Woo! Girl, let me tell you, I went to the crepe, delicious crepe. You know, crepe actually means waffle in French. Delicious waffle is actually the ice cream cone that's called crepe. And of course, the word delicious, it's tasteful, the whole artistic flavor. So delicious. Guys, I'm not wearing a hijab. It looks like it, especially the first time I started filming myself. I actually have like an ear covering, and I got myself a hat. So that's what it is. Woo! Maybe I should have kept on my hat, but guys, today will be the 72 hours. No, today is going to be 72 hours of trying to build my tent. And let me tell you, I'm just gonna give you a before and after. So it's definitely going to be a short clip Obviously, I'm going to tell you the items that I bought in order to build the tent, specifically in details, right? This shit is bussin'. Okay, so the flavor that I got is actually salted caramel, which is at the bottom here. And on the top, I got cookies and cream, my fave. Such a nice day. Beautiful day. Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. Ooh. Have to take a screenshot of this. Ooh. Damn. The glow. You know the film Divergent? It reminds me of North Korea. Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. I just wanna lay in my bed. Today I don't pick up the phone. Can't remember the lyrics. Damn. put down my ice cream for just a second. Had to be fast because nothing goes to waste here. You know, Calgary isn't so bad. Peace and quiet. Peace and quiet.
vacation. I told them no, no, it's your from creation. Bam, bam, hey, yo.